little bit about the letters of marque. So this was just introduced by a Republican senator from Arizona.
Right.
And when was the last time we even saw a letter of marque used?
So I think there was an unofficial one that was released, I think it was during World War II, where a Goodyear blimp was used for surveillance. But it was not like officially a letter of marque. It was just kind of like sort of one.
I mean, we're talking about like the American Revolution.
Yeah, we're talking about like the War of 1812 is the last time like an official letter of marque was
French
actually.
Indian War.
Yeah, stuff like that. Like 200 years ago is the last time.
So this enables privateers essentially to go after. It could enable privateers to go after cyber criminals.
Right.
And they could be authorized to recover stolen assets, to prevent future breaches, and defend critical infrastructure. So
yeah, and I mean,
kind of open-ended.
As someone who has played a lot of Assassin's Creed Black Flag, you are a privateer in that game, and like it's bringing up like this image of pirates in my head. And pirates and privateers are not the same thing. They have a license. Yeah. But no, it's really interesting to think that like we could be
a movie coming on.
Yeah, we could basically be authorized by the government at this point to go after hostile foreign cyber adversaries.
Wow.
And I mean, it includes things like, ransomware and identity theft and cryptocurrency theft and like the big kinds of cybercrime that we think about. And we'd be able, we get the question a lot when we're at conferences, like, why don't we hack back when when we know, like, realistically where the adversaries are coming from and what they're doing?
I get why they're doing this or why they suggested this, because let's face it, we're underfunded, we're outgunned.
Sure.
So I could see being like, hey, everybody, go for it.
Oh man, Wild West though. Like,
yeah, I mean the concern is like the cyber arms will only escalate the arms race. And then right before this, we were also talking about like how do these people get paid?
Right, and again, we have to think back like 200 years ago to when privateers were actually still being used by governments, and what they would do was go after cargo ships or things like that, and they would loot the ship.
They take the pirate booty.
Yeah, they would take.
It's not pirates.
They would plunder the booty at that point,
and then they'd resell.
And then they'd resell it, and they'd share it between the crew, and then whatever government was sanctioning them at that point, and. Yeah, I mean,
what does this mean for hackers? Like, if you hack the hackers and the hackers have like a bunch of stolen credit card numbers, does that mean you get the stolen credit card numbers? Like, what does that mean?
So we had Justin post in chat. This could open a completely new sector of cybersecurity if it isn't taken advantage of. Not going to hold my breath. That's a good point, Justin, but this could be huge. And yeah, I was just talking to our pen test team about this a little bit earlier today, and I mean, the general idea in the offensive cybersecurity community is like this is kind of like the next level of bug bounties. Except this time we're not reporting the bounties. We're just going after whoever is vulnerable at that point.
I have some concerns about this. The reason I've had concerns this whole time, and I have some colleagues that are very big on active defense, but so often hackers are coming through a middleman computer. Mm-hmm. That is owned by like a private company or just an innocent victim.
That's exactly what Tony just posted in the chat. Like, what if the attacking infrastructure is hosted on AWS or other cloud infrastructure? What do you do?
How can you even tell if it's a foreign actor or not? I mean, let's face it.
That's
especially
tough.
With ChatGPT these days. Thank you so much, everyone. Again, this is Sherry Davidoff.
And I'm Matt Duran. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out at any time. We would love to hear from you. Thanks again for joining, and we'll see you next time.